You're listening to the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast.
What is up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, The Hot Commodity, joined by My Hot Commodity and the pay-per-view champion, My Hot Commodity. And we are covering WWE Friday Night SmackDown from Louisville, Kentucky on June 7th, 2024. We are the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. And we kick off this edition of SmackDown with the Bloodline coming out. And Paul Heyman says, until Roman Reigns comes back, Solo Sikoa sits at the head of the table. The man to my right has been anointed by Solo. From this moment forward, Tonga is the right-hand man. The story of the Bloodline will never be complete until the full-fledged member Tonga Loa is in the group. With that, thank you and good night. And then Solo grabs the mic. Solo says, hold on, wise man. Aren't you forgetting something? Shouldn't you thank these two from saving you from Kevin Owens last week? Paul Heyman thanks them, and he does that, but he looks scared. And Tonga says, we could have let Kevin Owens kill you, but we saved you by orders of the tribal chief. And Paul says, Kevin Owens is looking for every member of the Bloodline. And before Paul can continue talking, Kevin Owens runs out with his steel chip. He comes running out and he attacks everybody, but is taken out by the Bloodline. And then the Street Profits run out to make the save. And then Kevin Owens attacks the Bloodline with a steel chair. So we still are getting this promo as if Paul Heyman is afraid of this new Bloodline. What do you think? What do you think of this new Bloodline, though? Do you like them? Do you think they're...
Well, I don't know. I think that. I mean, I know the point is for them to be built, but I don't know. I don't like Solo Sikoa and like the tribal chief position. It's not believable, I don't think. And like, I get it. Like, we're supposed to want Roman back, and that's the whole point. So I guess they're doing their job that way. But I think they need a little more something. Like, I don't know. They're kind of like, I think they're a little corny the way they like the way they growl in the ring. And,
yeah,
like that's supposed to make them intimidating. It's like it's a little Vince McMahon.
And right now, like, no offense to the Street Profits, Kevin Owens, but they're their biggest competition right now on SmackDown. And if I was them, I'd be going after Cody Rhodes to get back that WWE title. So I get that they have unfinished business with these other guys, but it doesn't make sense if they're trying to be the biggest group and they're not going after a title. Like right now, Judgment Day, they have the World Championship. Oh, look, it's like the bitch from the 600 Pounds Life.
Yeah.
We're watching a live, well, not live, we're watching a recap of SmackDown as we give our recap. And I just see this chubby woman in the crowd. It's like the girl from, what was the name of the girl that lost all the weight?
Shit, I don't know her name. The sister from
600 Pounds.
Not my 600-pound life. From 1,000-pound sister.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look, right there with the glasses. Watch, you'll see her. Hang on, after you. Right there. See it to the left, smiling. Next.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
you get all of
She
this.
lost all this weight and she looks terrible.
You get,
but good for her for losing weight. I shouldn't hate.
Yeah, good for people losing weight. But that's what you get.
She lost more than me, so.
WWE Champion Cody Rhodes is backstage and he's waiting for AJ Styles to arrive. Solo Sikoa demands Paul Heyman to make a 6-man tag match tonight. So obviously, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, and it's corny. Solo Sikoa is supposed to be like the fucking tribal chief, and he's telling Paul Heyman that if they don't get their way, that the main event is going to be in their locker room against him. Like, oh, you're going to beat up Paul Heyman. You're
so scared. Yeah, I agree. I think this new Bloodline, but I think that's why they want us to think of it like that. You know, they're different than the original Bloodline because the original Bloodline was like kind of ruthless, whereas these guys are just like bully punks, you know. WWE Women's Tag Team Champions Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill defeat Indi, Hartwell, and Candice LeRae after they land a code break, they being Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair land a code breaker body slam combo to Candice LeRae, and Cargill and Bianca Belair get the win. After the match, Zoey Stark, Shayna Baszler, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fyre all come down and beat up Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. And then Shayna and Zoey fight with Alba and Isla, but Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair get the advantage. They land a Jaded and a KOD to Isla Dawn and Alba Fyre. And we did find out that it will be a triple threat match at Clash at the Castle.
Yeah, to be real, the only reason they're putting them in a main event is because it's their home country.
Yeah, well, I think they deserve some more time. Kaylee Ray Alba Fyre is a former NXT UK Women's Champion, the longest reigning. So is Isla Dawn, and it's time for new people to make their marks.
Yeah, but if they want to do that, they need to like build it up. Like you can't just go like, oh, we're going to Germany next week, so we're going to put this guy in the main event, and that's what they do lately.
I agree. Well, hopefully we'll see them continue a storyline after the pay-per-view. Nick Aldis tells Cody Rhodes he can't be backstage. And Cody tells him that this is between him and AJ and to sort of stay out of it. We then see Legado del Fantasma attack Apollo Crews backstage. LA Knight wonders why Logan Paul isn't here, and Carmelo Hayes confronts LA Knight, leading to a match later on. But the current match we have is WWE Tag Team Champion Grayson Waller with Austin Theory taking on Johnny Gargano with Tommaso Ciampa. Grayson Waller gets the win after Gargano dives at Waller, but Waller pulls Austin Theory in front of him, making Austin Theory get hit with the dive. And then Grayson Waller hits a flipping Unprettier on Johnny Gargano to get the win. And Austin Theory looked pretty upset on the floor after the match. I asked you last week if these two are going to split up, but
yeah.
Do you think it's coming sooner than later? Or do you think they're going to push it a bit?
For sure. Probably. I'm thinking maybe SummerSlam because they're not defending their titles on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely they're either going to lose their titles before SummerSlam or they're going to break up at SummerSlam.
Okay. And who do you think will do better on their own theory?
Yeah. I mean, if it's anything like the past, we know. I mean, Grayson Waller wasn't really. I mean, yeah, he was all right, but
all I did was drink.
He wasn't on every week until he was with Austin.
He had his shooties. Well, AJ Styles eventually shows up backstage in a Hummer with the OC. He laughs and taunts at Cody Rhodes. Cody then heads to the ring. Cody says, AJ Styles, get your ass out to this ring right now. AJ Styles and the OC come out with security. AJ says, you think I care what you want? It's irrelevant to me. Give me what I want. I want the WWE title at Clash at the Castle. Cody Rhodes says 100%. You got it. AJ, this isn't a regular match. I'm going to make you say what you should have last week. I quit. And then Cody Rhodes goes after the guards. He leaps for AJ, but the guards hold Cody back as Cody's being held back by the guards. AJ Styles lands a forearm to Cody. And I'm excited for Clash of the Castle, an I Quit match, WWE Champion Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. And we were talking about it when we found out this match. Both of them probably won't quit. So some kind of crazy shenanigan is going to take place.
And let's not forget, after... Oh, wait, that's Clash of the Castle? Mm-hmm. Okay, never mind. It doesn't make sense. Go ahead.
But are you looking forward to this rematch, or do you feel like they should have given Cody a different person?
Yeah. I'm just wondering if there's more to the I Quit. Like, does that mean that that's AJ's last match if he quits? Maybe. Because that's what it kind of seems like.
But I do think this will be different than their match in Backlash because it's a regular match. This will probably be more hardcore. They're going to be doing crazy things. And AJ Styles was willing to do anything. He just gave him a Styles Clash off the steps last
And I think we'll see Cody, like, get real nasty.
Yeah. I'm excited. That's going to be a big match at Clash.
He needs to. Like, he needs to get...
Yeah, he needs to get back in Hell in a Cell against Seth Rollins when he tore his bicep. He has to get tough like that. But I mean, come on, he took a fucking Styles Clash off the steps on the mat on the floor. That's crazy. I wouldn't want that. Well, LA Knight defeats Carmelo. What were you gonna say?
You know what I'm most excited about this pay-per-view? I'm most excited for this pay-per-view to end because the night after this pay-per-view, we all know what's going to happen.
We should talk about that. We do get a QR code again, and this time it's like a long.
It's when Sikoa is backstage with.
It's a long mess. It's a long, like, little message that's sort of on an old school, like Windows 95 looking chat bubble thing. And it's sort of like a little entry, and it's basically saying that we are the reason why this has been happening, and we can't change anything. It's our fault, and the blood of everyone's sins are going to be on our hands. So it's our fault. What do we do? I know we're gay, but I mean, we didn't do anything. Well, I'm excited for this. This has been my favorite part of the past couple of weeks. And to be honest, though, I am going to be sad when it's over because I look forward to doing a little.
Yeah, but who knows? Well,
yeah, we'll see. Well, LA Knight defeats Carmelo Hayes. Decent match. Carmelo rose up LA Knight holding tights, but LA rolls through and pins Carmelo Hayes. After LA Knight talks to the camera and tells Logan Paul that if he's not going to come to SmackDown, LA Knight is going to bring SmackDown to the United States Championship.
That means we're going to see some sort of thing with LA going to Logan Paul. Which should be cool.
I'm excited, and we'll talk about that because we get more from this. Tiffany Stratton tells Nia Jax backstage that she has her back, and she's Princess Tiff, and she's Queen Nia, and she tells her that if she teams with Nia, no one can touch that. And then Mia Chin shows up and tosses coffee at Nia. The two fight. Nia falls on her ass twice. Pretty funny. Poor Nia has bad luck.
Yeah, she does.
But I'm looking forward to see these two mix up. Mia Chin will be at Battleground. But what do you think Tiffany and Nia are going to team up?
Tiffany and I think at first Nia was like putting on an act, but then she thought about it. But I'm not quite sure what the goal would be. Like, is it to get the women's tag team championships? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think she just wants them. So I think Tiffany wants backup for herself. WWE Women's Champion Bayley comes out next. Bayley says, next week I face Piper Niven for the first time. Before she can continue, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green come out. Chelsea says, you talk a big game for being a loser. You are not going to be champion. Or I'm sorry. She says, after Clash of the Castle, me and Piper are going to be co-women's champion. That's an interesting thought. I don't know if Piper will want that.
Piper's not going to become the champion. Let's be real. So
Bayley says, Piper doesn't need you. Unlike you, I respect you, Piper. You could have asked for a match. Next week in your home country, I'm going to have fun beating you. And then Piper gets in Bayley's face and says, you know nothing about me or my journey. If you knew anything about me, you wouldn't stand this close to me. While you were dishing out hugs, I was a trailblazer. I was a champion before I even stepped foot in this door. I hope the respect you have for me will be good and the same. So this is actually a really, really good promo here by
it was
Piper
good. I was impressed.
And I think they're gonna have a decent match between the two because Piper is very
and she's in her home.
She's in her hometown, and good promo here. That made me more excited for the match than
definitely
any of the other promos leading.
And we found out Piper Niven was a world champion.
Yeah. We then get a promo from WWE United States Champion Logan Paul. He says, "I'm Logan Paul, and I compete with real champions. You have done nothing, you hillbilly Aladdin, LA Knight. Go back to the mid card where you belong." And he did.
He did.
And I think these two are going to fight at SummerSlam. It will be a big match, the megastar versus the social media star. But right now, Logan Paul is ducking LA Knight. And I don't think it's a good look for the United States Champion to be hiding from LA Knight right now.
Yeah, but it's kind of like Logan Paul. It's kind of like you almost believe that he thinks he's too good for it.
Yeah, well, that's his gimmick.
Right. But like, he's kind of right. Like, he's like, what have you done? Like, LA Knight has failed every time he's gotten a title match or tried to do anything. Nothing happens. Yeah. Like, he's really not all that.
It's time for LA Knight to either put up or shut up.
Yeah.
At this point. Welcome to our main event.
Kevin Owens. Have a little respect if he does go confront Logan Paul.
See. Kevin Owens and the Street Profits taking on the Bloodline with Paul Heyman next. And Profits and Kevin Owens pretty much have the advantage. They're about to win. Montez Ford does his crazy jump over the ring post onto everyone on the floor. But then Solo Sikoa attacks everybody with a steel chair after the Bloodline destroy the Street Profits, and then Solo power bombs Kevin Owens through the table. What did you think of the Bloodline standing tall and SmackDown leading out the rooms? I think it's important that they do because they've been looking weak lately.
Yeah. What did you say? Kevin Owens what?
Well, that the Bloodline just laid out everybody. They've been getting attacked lately, and they were on top.
But like, I don't think this is going to get really interesting until he did say that they have Cody Rhodes in check. And either we need Roman to come back, or at least we need something from Roman, like that he's coming back, like a teaser. And I don't think it's going to get good until either they start fucking with Cody or until Roman comes back.
Okay.
I don't know.
I agree. This is a SmackDown wasn't that good, but we got a lot more coming your way. We have the WWE NXT Battleground recap that will be dropping. More Attitude Years as we enter November 1999. Raw, SmackDown, and then of course we'll have our Clash at the Castle predictions along with a recap for that. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell like everyone says it's free to do. So, free stuff is fun. Hit that subscription bell. And check us out on Spotify, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, wherever you get your podcasts. And as always, until next time, stay safe and stay uncensored.